Hey, Team Major Player Operation Plum, Italy 9. Yeah, Italy 9, July 40. Uh, we don't even talk about it. Yeah, we missed. I rolled a 4 or something on Discord. So Discord hates me, I think. I'm not really sure how that works. We have $17. We're spending 17. We're going to lend lease the Germans an airborne, which turns into an elite airborne when it gets there. Transport and marine and an infantry for Italy, all 17 spent. We have a few attacks. Okay. One sub will split off and go raid there. Two subs will split off and go raid down here. That one's out. We're going to raid here. That's going to go into here, and one is going to go into there. Okay, so one here, one here. These guys will raid here. This is an annex, so I think it's done during the combat phase. So that goes into there. The seaplane, which is here, goes 1, 2, tries to hit this map, that submarine. 3 armor, or ugh, 2 light tanks and a cavalry, and the fighter will go into here versus this militia. And I think that's all the combats. That one. Okay. So let's go rating. So we have +2 versus the Americans. And that is not it. Then we have +2 versus the Americans here. 1, 2, that's a 3, so that's 1 damage. And yeah, all 3 damage here. 1, 2, 3 off of the US. 1, 2, 3. Okay, over here versus the British. This one is even because they have a +2 and we're a +2 with the sub. Useless. In here, this is a fighter. That's at a -1. Not happening. Gross. First sub is -1. 3 just misses. 6, which would be a 5. However you want to do it, +1. So that's 1 damage on this line. It's that one. Here is 0. Really killing it. And here, hey, there we go. That's a 5 minus 1 is 4, so 4 damage. This one comes off and goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 5 damage total on the British line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not the greatest rating. Up here we have the seaplane versus the sub. 11, also not very helpful. They'll go back to the 15th. In here, we're in the jungle, so these are -2, so they're all at 1s, and that fighter is at a 6, and the militia's at a 2. And that's all misses. And that's all misses. And that's all misses. Hello. And that's all misses. No one can find each other in the jungle. There's a hit, there's a hit, that's a dead. Okay. Alright, so he goes back here. These 2 folks move down. This guy moves over. Where's my, there he is. And this guy moves over. Okay, and then I've got to split this up a bit. So the second fleet moves up here, but we will leave this down here. 3, 1, 2, we'll leave that there like that. And then one militia is going to come into Rome. One motorized will be railed to Eastern Yugoslavia. Okay. I think we will switch this up. And this over here like that. So that one's still blockaded with 3 ships, but we'll have some stronger ships here. Okay, I think that concludes the Italian turn. He's done there. We'll bring this stuff down. Okay, so this goes up into Eastern Germany. Transport into the fleet. And we have an infantry and a marine into there. That one probably should be in port. I don't think the other one can be in port. Because I did that annexation. So it'll be out there. All right, I think that concludes all of that. And then we should be at 20 and no bonuses. All right, I think that concludes the Italian turn. That takes us to 20 bucks, and we're off to the USA. Thanks again for watching.